Welcome to the Crypt of the Scarab God. Hope you're ready, adventurers. What's up, everybody? Okay, goofy, dumb, stupid. Woo. Sound those Simic alarms. We've got the double Simic partners over here. As far as opening hand goes, yeah, this is pretty good. We've got compulsive research, buried alive. Yes, beautiful. Only thing that would make this a little bit better if we had some sort of artifact ram, but other than that, I will keep it. Hopefully our opponent doesn't have to mulligan past 5. That would be a bummer. But while they're doing that, we'll go and cover the Scarab God. So we are playing the Scarab God. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life, and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Then for 4 mana, exile target creature card from a graveyard, create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Whenever the Scarab God dies, oh, we get some sensor action right there. Okay, I was like, what's going on? Let's go ahead and get the Bloodstained Mire down. Let's go ahead and crack. We'll go ahead and grab the, I think there's the dual cycle land that comes into play tapped. I can never remember it. Fetid Pools, that's what it is. Go ahead and put that into play tapped. Anything else, now we're going to go and pass the turn. Then whenever the whenever the Scarab God dies, whenever it dies, returns its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Playing against Thrasios, 4 mana, 4 colorless, scry 1, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a land card, put it onto the battlefield. Tapped, otherwise draw a card. Massacre Worm, okay. Let's go ahead and get the Underground Sea down. Let's go for the Fellmore Stone. That'll put us in a spot where we can get down Wonder. And if they start swinging in, we can at least kind of chump block. And then we can go for some nice little Buried Alive next turn. Kind of get some stuff into the graveyard. And then the other partner commander that we're playing, it's Kydele, Chosen of Crewfix. Tap, add a colorless mana for each card that you've drawn this turn. Alright, there we go. Opponent gets down the Birds of Paradise. And then we'll pass it over to us, see if they have anything else to make for the turn. It's just 1 mana. Alright, draw them to an island. Let's go ahead and get the River of Tears down. We're going to be online for the Scarab God. Let's go ahead and let's go Buried Alive on this one. Tap for blue. Let's see what we're going to search up. We do have Massacre Worm that we can chunk, and Grave Titan and Wonder with the compulsive research. We'll see which one we're going to go for. Let's go ahead. Let's grab some spot removal, or at least some board wipe removal. Let's go for let's grab Noxious Gear Hulk. Let's go ahead and grab Demon of Dark Schemes. That'll be pretty good in this one. And just a nice little utility. Let's go and grab Phyrexian Delver. So with Phyrexian, I'll kind of cover Phyrexian Delver here in a second, but other than that, no, we're going to go past turn. So, the cool thing with Phyrexian Delver is that whenever we reanimate it, whenever it enters the battlefield, return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield, you lose life equal to that converted mana cost. So basically it's a 4/4 zombie body for us, and then we get to bring something else back on the back end too, which is really nice. So probably looking at getting down the Scorpion God next turn. Hopefully our opponent will kind of get some stuff moving as far as their end goes, as far as mana is concerned. But, ooh, got Kydele coming down. Alright, get that mana going. So, well, the land drop for the turn with the Island Possessed Scarab, actually, not too bad. Let's go and get that down. Let's go and get the Scarab God down. That's going to be black, blue, and then just kind of free whatever we want to tap for. There we go. And the first thing you need to do, let's go and click on it. Go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. There we go. All right, you're set. If you are playing on Magic Online, one thing that you need to do is make sure that you click it to go to the graveyard instead of the command zone. If you simply just cast it down and think about all the fun things you're about to do, like I tend to do a lot, and if it gets blown up, it's going to go back to the command zone, and you're going to have a higher commander tax on it, which is always a bummer. So always keep that in mind. Now, as far as the Scarab God goes, what just happened? Untap all creatures until end of turn. Whenever a creature an opponent controls blocks, draw a card, and then draw a card. Okay. So, yeah, we're sitting at 28. We've got something like Massacre Worm. We've got Noxious Gear Hulk coming out. Demon of Dark Schemes will kind of clean up over there. We'll get a few extra stuff coming across. So, I don't think we'll block on this one. I'm going to let them come through. And if they want to draw some cards, go for it. Scry 2. And then they also could have swung in and kind of drawn a few cards to get Kydele going on the second main phase. So, if they're kind of digging right now, it makes me think they're trying to find something. Ooh, a zombie. Lady of Scrolls. Okay. Get on the Magerite Stone. Okay. There can be about untap Kydele after that. And do they have how many wizards though? We do have 2 wizards on the battlefield as far as that goes. There's 3 cards they've drawn this turn. Yeah, it went from mulligan down to 5, and they got a nice little board state developed. And that is whenever a creature blocks, draw a card. Okay, so they're not going to swing in. Just to do a little bit of board control, we could wait for a zombie. We can activate the Scarab God at instant speed. So let's go ahead and let's go for that. Let's go and get the backwater down. We're going to gain a life off this one. we can instant speed bring back the Demon of Dark Schemes, or we can actually just simply go for Phyrexian Delver and then bring back Demon of Dark Schemes, kind of get some minus coming across. I think yeah, that sounds good. Let's go and swing in right now. Coming in hot for 5, see if they want to block with Thrasios. That way, if they do develop any sort of board state with a zombie, drawing a bunch of cards, we can at least kind of, in response to that, get some stuff on the battlefield before they have an opportunity to take advantage of anything else. No, we're going to go past turn. So, if this was Frantic Search, we definitely go for that, get a few more options in the graveyard. But at least we're looking at Phyrexian Delver into Demon of Dark Schemes. That'll give us a few extra counters coming across, at least 2 energy. And then if we can find a way to get into 1 more, or at least a couple more energy with Demon, then we'll be able to start reanimating creatures out of our graveyard, just for 4 energy and 3 mana, which would be a little bit less than the Scarab God. But man, it's been a lot of fun so far. Like, I do have a Reanimator deck on my channel. It's Mimeoplasm, and I enjoy playing Mimeoplasm. It's a lot of fun to go Reanimator, but it's one of those that Mimeoplasm's pretty busted, man. You get a lot of high toughness creatures, or a lot of counters on there. Some big utility creature, or just simply going for a hexproof creature like Invisible Stalker. So it's kind of hard to get a good. Like, I enjoy playing Mimeoplasm. It's just really hard to get a game that you can really utilize sometimes, to where it's just like makes for a quick game and there's not a whole lot of action. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go for the activation on the Phyrexian Delver, especially if they're going to tap a wizard or anything right now, because they can basically we can do it in response to anything. And then we'll go and make sure we're in the end step when we do this. Okay, let's go and go for the Phyrexian Delver. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Tap for black, and then 1 more. We're going to bring the Phyrexian Delver onto the battlefield, be able to bring back the Demon of Dark Schemes, and then next turn we'll be able to go for a Noxious Gearhulk to kind of do any sort of spot removal if we need to go for that. But at least with the Phyrexian Delver coming back out, we'll have an extra body to swing across, and then we'll have the Demon swinging in the air too, to hopefully apply some nice little pressure to our opponent. Because these Simic games, they get kind of bananas sometimes. But luckily we are in the end step. They don't really have any way to sort of flash in any sort of creatures, so we're kind of going to force them to start going for some activations right now. Maybe tapping some creatures they don't really want to tap, or at least clearing the board to where we can start swinging in. And then our creatures won't have that -2 ability when Demon comes in, and we should have a nice little clean board coming across. So I'll be very thankful for that. They're going to draw another card. The Kydele's up to 3, and they can untap the. They can use the Mage-Right Stone to go for that too if they want to. Let's go and always yield to that. Whenever you activate an ability, if it isn't a mana ability, okay, pay 2, always yield to that. And it looks like they're completely tapped out on mana now. So we're bringing back the Phyrexian Delver. Let's go and bring back the Demon of Dark Schemes. We're going to lose our lose the converted mana cost to it, but at this point right now we just have we're just going for raw power right now. All right. We get some nice little energy tokens. They're completely tapped out. We're going to have we'll do another count on the back end as far as what we're going for. We're going to scry 1 coffers. We have 1, 2. We just have 2 swamps right now. Yeah, we'll go and put it on top. I think we're okay with that. Yeah. Let's go get the coffers down. Let's go and swing in. That's going to be 10, 14 coming across. Put our opponent down to 10. And then what we can do is we can go ahead and activate before they have a chance to start doing anything busted with a active Kydele. Let's go and go for the activation on the Noxious Gearhulk. That way we can take care of their creature right now. They will not be able to there we go, gain life to it. Oh yeah, yes, we're gonna use that ability. Alright, take care of Kydele. Anything else we need to go for? We could simply just there's gonna be 3 swamps. Yeah, we're just gonna go pass the turn. Okay, so we got a nice little board state developed. The only thing we're really kind of playing around would be Cyclonic Rift. They're only sitting at 4 or 5 mana now, so we'll be okay on that. And then we have at least 5 in the air swinging across, and then we have 3 bodies on the ground. 4/4 body with the Noxious Gearhulk, the Scarab God kind of coming across too. So you can definitely see where the Scarab God, you can go Reanimator on zombies, but at the same time you can support a really nice, just fun black-blue Reanimator deck. So definitely enjoy that. We're going to scry 2. Swamp, this is going to be, yeah, actually, let's go and put the Mirror Battlesphere on the bottom. Actually, we can put this on top. Put the swamp on top. Draw the swamp. Let's go and get that down. Do we want to go and push in? Do we want to do anything right now? Let's just go and swing in. That's going to be 8 on the bottom and then 5 up top. Let's go and hold back with the Scarab God, just in case our opponent has Aetherize or something like that and we need to kind of go for a few more activations. At least they're not swinging in. That's going to be 5 in the air, and then Aether Spouts. Okay, there we go. I knew they were holding up something for a reason. And then, yeah, we're okay with that. We're going to lose out on the, well, Demon will go back to the hand, but we can simply bring them back. Put them on the Put them on. We can put it on top. Bring something. Yeah, actually, let's put Phyrexian Delver on top. Lots of mana for that. Actually, no. Phyrexian Delver is a token, so we simply just should have that one on the battlefield. Okay. So we played around the Aether Sprouts. Aether Spouts. Let's go ahead and let's go for Compulsive Resurge. Let's tap for blue on this one. There's a certain reason we just did the coffers like that. No, it didn't really matter. Let's go ahead and go 1, 2. Let's go Compulsive Resurge. Target player draws 3 cards, discards 2, unless they discard a land card. Let's go and put the... We can bring back the Mere Battlesphere and kind of deal a little bit extra damage, which will bring that back. And then Massacre Worm will kind of clear the board up. So let's put Massacre Worm into the graveyard. And then let's go and get the Mere Battlesphere. If we go for 5 in the air, that'll be good. Deals 4 damage coming across. Yeah, let's go Mere Battlesphere. Because we're going to get some nice scry on that. We can simply bring that back out of the graveyard. And then we can, bring back the Massacre Worm. That way if they get any sort of creatures on the battlefield, we can clean them up with the Massacre Worm on our next turn. And then we can reanimate the Mere Battlesphere to kind of have some nice little, we want extra bodies coming across. You know, we're going to have one from the Scarab God that's going to make them lose 1 life. And then we'll have the damage coming across if we get to tap into them, kind of get that going. This is all assuming they don't have another spell like Aether Spouts. But definitely go from there. But, on a side note, if you find yourself lost in the Crypt of the Scarab God, and you need to stop and rest, get some nice little healing potions or something, head over to mtgotraders.com. I just cannot shake that like the Crypt of the Scarab God is like a little Dungeons and Dragons things. I love it. And head over to mtgotraders.com, check them out. And then I'm also, if you're not subscribed to the MTGO Traders YouTube channel, be sure you do. I'm making videos for them too. A nice little mix of Commander and Modern. All right, opponent's completely tapped out. They do get down the 1,000-year elixir. But we'll go and go for the activation on the Mere Battlesphere. Let's go and go for that. So we're going to tap for 2, add Swamp, and then we'll tap for blue. Let's go and bring back the, get the Mere Battlesphere coming out. And that's going to be plus X, deals damage to defending player. Alright, opponent scoops it up. Yeah, so I'm glad we played around that Aether Sprouts right there. That's pretty good. Aether Spouts. It's not like Sprouts you would get at the store or something like that. It's Spouts. Anyway, yeah, played around it. Felt pretty good for that. But you can see where the Scarab God is a great black-blue reanimator utility creature commander, to where you can go full-blown zombies if you want to, but at the same time you can support a whole just suite of just really awesome creatures. So, alright everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye. Welcome to the Crypt of the Scarab God. Is it treasure you... It's dumb, stupid, and spooky. Hey, if I scared you with that intro, I do apologize. We're not really in a dungeon, but hey, it kind of looks like it. Hope you like the overlay, man. As far as opening hand goes, this is not Manillas Dredge, so we will not be keeping on this one. Other than that, looks like a pretty sweet hand. Let's go to Mulligan. And let's see. Okay, Noxious Gear, eat that betray. Yeah, that's good. The only thing is we need to get some milling action going, but yeah, we can keep on this one. Empty the pits. Yeah, we're way far away from empty the pits. We're gonna go put that on the bottom. Do not want that. Yeah, that's not exactly what we want. But yes, welcome to the Scarab God Adventurer. See if you can make it through the crypt, man. Let's go and crack the Marsh Flats. Let's go and grab one of our dual sources. Put that into play tapped. That way we can cover the commanders and then not draw into one of our tapped lands. Let's go and grab the Fetid Pools. Yeah, it's a swamp. Get that down, pass the turn. Alright, we playing the Scarab God. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and scry X, where X is the number of zombies you control. Then for 4 mana, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. Then, whenever the Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. Let's go and get the Scalding Tarn down. Let's go and crack this one. Let's go and grab the let's grab that other one. Let's grab the Sunken Hollows. Put it into play tapped. And anything else, now we're going to go and pass the turn. And then, yeah, cover everything on the Scarab God. Playing against Trostani, Selesnia's voice. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. And then for 3 mana, populate. Alright. Let's go and get the Bloodstained Mire down. Oh, we'll just keep cracking, man. Keep drawing the fetches. We'll just keep cracking, grabbing our dual sources. And then we'll go and grab the Watery Grave. There's nothing we can do for 3. So we're just going to put it into play tap. Nope. And then we're going to go and pass turn. We do have the Ipnu Rivulet down. A little river over here. We can get this down, and for 2 mana, sacrifice the target player puts the top 4 cards of his or her library into his or her graveyard. More than likely, we're just going to be getting this down, and then hopefully we might get into spots where we crack it. Hopefully, we'll draw into something to allow us to. We're drawing all of our reanimator targets, which it's nice to draw them, but I'd rather be drawing them in the graveyard if that makes sense. So, if we can find a way to get them in the graveyard, we do have a Living Death, which should be great against this deck if they get a bunch of tokens out there. Then we can kind of get these in the graveyard, start going for that. If we can get down Platinum Angel and they don't have any sort of artifact removal, then we get into a spot to where we can, hey, they can't lose the game, and we can't lose the game, and they can't win the game, so that'll be good for us. And then we get down Lord of the Void. We are playing against tokens more than likely, so Lord of the Void may not be that this good in this matchup, but yeah, we've got some nice reanimator targets in here. A lot of fun stuff, man. And I know with the Scarab God, you can definitely go zombies, obviously, because it says at the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and you scry X, where X is the number of zombies. So the Scarab God is an awesome zombie commander, but it's also a really good reanimator commander. It supports the shell really well. Anything else? No, can't get anything down. Let's go and pass turn. It's a bummer, man. I've had a few good games of this. I've had a few people scoop kind of early, and this is a good hand. We just need to kind of draw into one of it. We have 3 or 4 blue mana spells that allow us to draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. And so what we can do with that is we can go for that and kind of get some nice little reanimator targets in the graveyard. And hopefully go for a Living Death. If we need to go for a Living Death preemptively, kind of like as a kind of a board wipe to take care of the Beast token, and the because there's 10 coming across right now, so we got some clock going right now. If we can find a way to get Platinum Angel on the battlefield, and then we can just stabilize from all those tokens as they gain a bunch of life. Alright, Gurk Primal Hunter creating the tokens. Yeah, they're not even getting Trostanis down. They're just they're just going for the they're going for the tokens, man. And then we'll see what else. See what we draw into. Draw into Catacombs. Okay, that's something. Let's go get the Catacombs down. So we have 5 total mana. We chump block on one of the beast tokens. It's still 9 coming across, puts us down to 5. Then we're looking at the Primal Hunter for -6. So if we go Corpse Connoisseur, let's go and crack the Catacombs. Get the Underground Sea down. Let's go the Scarab God. Do we want to go the Scarab God? With Corpse Connoisseur, put a creature card in the graveyard. Let's go Corpse Connoisseur. We could chump block if they go for the ultimate on Gurk. Then we could put 1 creature card in the graveyard, go for Living Death next turn, hopefully kind of stabilize. We'll see exactly what we want our 1 lone creature to be. Alright, so we're going to go for Corpse Connoisseur. Yes, we're going to use that ability. And you can see he's down in the corner right there, man. Pretty cool. Okay, so we have the Whispering one to get them to start sacrificing some creatures. We have Razakath, we can start sacrificing Sire of Stagnation, where we can get some nice little card draw going. Overseer of the Damned. Unfortunately, probably one of the targets we go for is Platinum Angel, but it's in our hand. So that is unfortunate. If we go for the Core Augur, we can draw some cards, start discarding those. I think that sounds like... Let's go ahead and go for the Core Augur. That way we're going to reduce their hand total. We'll get that down. We could go for Sire of Stagnation, but we're waiting on their land drops, and they could simply just stop making land drops. So let's go for the Core Augur. Put that in the graveyard. I'm going to go and pass the turn. We've got 9 coming across next turn. If they do go for the Gurk Ultimate, which they may end up going for that, get those little 6/6 beast tokens on the battlefield. And then we go for the Living Death, get the Core Augur out there, make them discard some cards, and then we'll draw a few more cards. And then kind of chunk some of this stuff in the grave. You know, it stinks that we've got to use the Living Death in a kind of way like, well, I guess technically we don't have to. We can just chump block on the beast token, and then kind of get that. But I mean, if they gain a bunch of life, we can still bounce back from it too, from all those tokens. Okay, they're going the conservative route. That's okay. Let's go and have them swing in, coming in hot, sending the whole crew in. Let's go and chump block on the beast token. So it's going to be 9 coming across. Puts us down to 4. I think we still will end up going for the Living Death. We're still going to get an extra Corpse Connoisseur. We're going to be drawing a few extra cards. It's going to be a nice little board wipe. We do have to watch out for the... yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's go for the Living Death. Living Death. Okay, each player exiles all creature cards from the library, from the battlefield, and then put stuff onto the battlefield. So we're going to have the core auger coming across. Hopefully we can draw into something that'll kind of help us get out of this. Look at the Corpse Connoisseur trigger coming in again. And then let's go ahead and grab a... We need to grab some removal. Let's go ahead and grab the... Let's grab the Massacre Worm. Yeah, I like that. We'll grab Massacre Worm. Not the best against a bunch of big, like, 3/3 tokens, but if we can make it work, we'll try our best. And then if we get into spots where we can finally get down Platinum Angel and just kind of stabilize after this Guruk, and then we'll be really good from there. But that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It'll be 7 coming across. I don't know. We're going to try our best, though. And then discard some cards. Let's go ahead and get down. Let's just go and get our, we're 13 cards in the hand. Let's just get all of our Reanimator targets into the graveyard. Let's go ahead and go for the If That Betrays, Lord of the Void, Platinum Angel, Noxious Gear Hulk. Let's go for the Stinkweed Imp, and then Void Winnower. Alright, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, so we have a lot of the Reanimators in the target. We draw into Urborg and Coffers. So, if we get this down, that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be 6 so we can get that down. Right now, look at those worm tokens. Okay, now we're going to need to do something against these worm tokens. If we get down the Coffers, that's going to be 1, 2, 3. We have 3 totals. Actually, 4. Is that correct? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we have 4 total swamps. Get this down. That's going to be 4. And we can still personal tutor. Yeah, it's going to be hard for us to... Man, it might be hard for us to get out from underneath these worm tokens. Because I'm trying to think, if we tap for 2, get this down, tap for 2, that'll be 4 blue. And then we won't have enough to go for the Scarab God. I think that's right. We can simply get down Liliana's Death Mastery. Actually, yeah, if we go for Liliana's Death Mastery, okay, I like that. That's, okay, sorry, I'm thinking of a way for us to go through the Scarab God. But if we get down Liliana's Death Mastery, -3, return the Platinum Angel back to our hand, that's going to get on the battlefield. We can stop the, kind of stop the oncoming worm tokens coming across, and then we'll still have something to kind of push in for Gurk. Okay, I like that. Alright, we're getting somewhere. And then we get the Coffers down, and then we can kind of stabilize from there. Let's go and dredge Stinkweed Imp. Hey, we want stuff in the graveyard, man. Let's go and get the Coffers down. Let's go ahead and tap for that, for each swamp that we control. It's going to be 1. Let's go for Liliana. And I'll tap down for 1 more. And we're going to turn Platinum Angel to the battlefield. Okay. Return Platinum Angel to the battlefield. Alright, we got something. Let's go ahead and get down the Felwar Stone, just because we're going to be drawing a bunch of cards. I don't know if we exactly want to go for Hedron Crab just yet to get those mills going, and then anything else. No, we could Personal Tutor, Sorcerer Blight versus Sorcery card, put it on top of it. Yeah, let's go and go for that. Let's go for, actually, excuse me, with the Felwar Stone we cannot tap for blue. Alright, do we want to swing in for a 5/4 body? At this point, no, we'll just go and hold off. You know, if they do swing in, and we don't want to be drawing those cards, then we can go from there. Alright. At the Core Augur, drawing some more cards. We'll have to chunk about 5 more cards. Let's go Overseer of the Damned. Let's go Mere Battlesphere, Grave Titan. We're at 9 cards. Let's go and get the Stinkweed Imp into the graveyard. And then we have Urborg. Anything else we want to go for? I can't really see us going for Tunnel Vision, per se. It is a tutor, but, you know, we do have Personal Tutor, so we're going to put that in the graveyard. Alright, so now, we're getting into spots where we get down to Urborg. That's going to be 1, 2, generating a lot of mana. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That'll be 7 off the Coffers. And they're digging for some sort of artifact answer to Platinum Angel right now with the Greater Good out there, so I'm digging that. At least force them to have some sort of Platinum Angel answer. That sounds pretty good. Let's see what they're going for. But if not, this... Okay, Beast Within. Alright, they did find an answer. And then they get their own Platinum Angel. Alright, man, I'll take that. That's kind of some... We got off to a really slow start, but it kind of turned out pretty good. I'll take that. I'll have to splice this onto another video or something. Overwhelming Stampede. Alright, there we go. Get the 12-12. Hey, we gave him a fight. Hey, when you play Commander, sometimes you just got to give your opponent a food. They have to fight for their food sometimes, and they did on this one. So, good game, man. Enjoyed it. The Trostani made her way through the Crypt of the Scarab God. Got to the treasure, man. Awesome, dude. That's cool, dude. Alright, swing it in. Beautiful. Beautiful game, man. Alright, man. Or not you, but in particular. Well, if you enjoyed it, typical. If you enjoyed it, you can like and subscribe. But to everybody else, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.